Alright, we're going to do Yamaha Banshee shift drum and shift fork installation. I had done another video on another lower end assembly, but the customer's clutch basket was defective, so I couldn't finish the lower end. So I'm going to try to finish this one up for you in multiple pieces. I'm going to do little segments. I'm going to do the shift drum, shift forks, and then I'm going to do how to do the tranny, how to do the crank, how to do all the seals, how to seal it up, and so forth. I'm going to make individual short videos so it's easy for you guys to find. And I get a lot of questions on each little thing, so this will help a whole lot. It will save both you and I a bunch of time. You won't have to wait for me to answer, and you can go straight to it and get what you need and get your Banshee rolling. So here we go. I'm going to do the shift drum first. Be sure your cases are good and clean. Be sure your shift drum, you oil here and you oil the bearing, and you slide it right into place. Just like so. And then you're going to have shift fork number 1, and I'm standing on the transmission on the clutch side of the case. So you're going to have your fork number 1 like this, and you're going to have the big area here. See how it's shorter on this side? The big area here facing back. So you're going to oil your pin, and you're going to put. See, can you see? You're going to put this this follower right inside the groove there. On the first groove, on the groove closest to you. Slide your pin in with the clip groove facing away from you. Like so. Then you take fork number 2, which is this one here, and you're going to do it the same way. The numbers are going to face you. The longer side is going to face away from you. And you're going to put it in the last groove, furthest away from you. Like so. Slide your pin all the way through. Just like so. And you leave room for you to get your snap ring in there, or your E-clip. Your other shift fork is going to be also labeled number 1, and the large numbers on this fork is actually going to go away from you. So the large side of it is going to face to you instead of away from you. And it's going to go in this groove here. And this groove right here would be the middle groove as you're looking at it. So you're going to face the letters away from you. Oil your pin. And slide it through. So, and you'll need to jiggle everything a little to get it all into place. And leave some room for your snap rings. That's all there is to that. And we'll put the snap rings in, or E-clips, I keep calling them snap rings. Grab it with a pair of needle nose. And snap them into place. Okay, that one's in. There it goes. There we go. Well, that's all in place. Okay, good to go. Now we're going to install our detent spring and the retainer for the drum. So you're going to clean up your retainer. You got your retainer here. Drop it on just like so. You may have to pick your drum up a little bit for it to get into the groove like so. There, that's that. Okay, I don't have any on hand. I'm going to have to do this after a while. But I'm going to go ahead and shoot this video so that I can get it out of the way. You want to be sure that you Loctite these bolts. You have to Loctite them. So you're going to put your bolts in, like so. Then you're going to have your shift adjuster bolt. It goes like this. Let's see, yeah. Run it all the way down. We can't adjust this yet. I'm going to wait till I have the transmission in it and have it in gear and everything before we adjust this. And then last is the detent spring, and it goes in like this, and I'll show you how that goes. You can just drop it into place like that. You have to leave it up just a little bit in order to try to get your arm into it like that. See how that is? Okay, then you take your bolt, get it started. I usually just take a socket and run it down and wiggle it until I know that it started like that. Alright, then take a flathead and you need to push the spring all the way into place. See, it's going into place there, and then you need to pry your arm down into place, and then take and push your spring all the way into place. So, and then you can tighten this up. And keep the arm in place at the same time. Just like so. So then all that's assembled and ready to go. Make sure you Loctite this bolt, both of these, and both of these screws here. Don't Loctite your nut until you have it adjusted. Just go ahead and get all this in, then go ahead and get your engine together, your transmission in, get your cases sealed up. Then before you put your clutch basket and everything on, you're going to want to adjust this bolt. We'll go over all that later.